Welcome back to Sticks and Flicks, everybody. Let's jump right into it.
I'm Joe.
Oh my god. We don't fucking care. We
That's
don't care
Joe.
what your name is.
And that's Big Nick.
Okay.
Very special that you have to say your name before you forget it. I understand.
Well, just in case the kind viewers forgot.
Have you been on the internet lately? There's no such thing as a kind viewer.
That's true.
This is true.
And people don't let shit go.
Bad criticism is always good criticism too.
Shut up! All right, shut up. Let's get into this. Okay. let's just move into.
All right, jumping in. Let's start off with talking about how other athletes are joining with Colin Fucknick, and they're also starting to kneel during the anthem.
And not just kneeling, but they're raising their arms in sign of protest. But I mean,
They need to be fucking fired.
They've been doing, this past week, first week of the NFL regular season. And, there's a lot more players obviously doing this protest, but what has come of it? I understand that they're kneeling. Nothing has come of it yet. But my hope personally is that they start to get involved in their communities, maybe start donating some money, because, athletes make a ton of money.
Yeah, if they have something to say, then they should back it up with doing something.
Right.
And you said it's rolling over into soccer now.
Soccer, there's been a couple of NBA players who have talked about it. There's been some baseball players. Sabathia said something about it earlier today. Adam Jones said something about it yesterday or something. This is all a gimmick. These people, they're all rich. They don't go into these communities. What, you donate a little bit of money, big deal. That's only going to get people so far, because how much of that money is really being donated? Unless you're actually out handing out fucking 20s to people on the street, you could say you donate all this money, and you could say, oh, I'm doing all this for the community. But if you're not getting out there and actually doing it yourself, I don't want to hear you fucking complain about it. Now all of a sudden everyone has a fucking voice. Now all of a sudden everyone wants to complain about it.
Where does this even fucking come from?
First off, sitting in a fucking stadium under your employer's fucking field where you're getting paid millions of dollars, and you're gonna kneel during the okay, cool, you're kneeling during the national anthem, and then you get up and you're gonna go out and fucking play the game anyway. And then you're gonna go home and you're gonna go to sleep in your $1 million fucking mansion, in your $20,000 fucking bed, in your satin fucking silk sheets, and your fucking $4,000 fucking silk pajamas. I don't want to hear. I'm so sick of these fucking athletes. It enrages me.
It's sick,
and we haven't heard of anything of the.
They sit there and talk about all the hard times and shit. Like, what fucking hard times has Colin Kaepernick gone through?
None. A lot of these people who all of a sudden now have a fucking voice, okay, you could have a fucking voice and you could protest and do all these things, but kneeling during the national anthem isn't getting you anywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, fucking do something.
That way he sees what it's like to struggle.
But even still, if he gets released by the 49ers, they're still going to have to fucking pay him. And some team will pick him up.
The Jets. You said the Jets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they need a fucking QB, so.
Yeah.
No, they have too many, but they'd probably get rid of all their other ones.
It would suck.
Make it smaller, select few.
Alright, let's move on to the 49ers versus the Rams.
First, that was just a horrible game.
It was an embarrassing game.
Under the LA name, the Rams, it just couldn't do anything. It was pathetic to watch.
Everyone was pretty high on them, but you get the first overall pick in the draft, and you draft a quarterback who didn't start, didn't even dress for the fucking game. Then you got a guy who in Carson Wentz on the Eagles, second overall pick, who dressed and actually had a good fucking game. They traded away Sam Bradford, and they're like, this is the guy. Kid actually had a good game. And they won. Dak Prescott did pretty fucking good. He was a 4th round pick.
Yeah, let's move into the Giants-Cowboys, because we do have a couple of Giants fans / Jets. And we have
you're a fucking Jets fan.
Cowboys fan, right?
To be fair, I'm kind of a Green Bay fan, but I'm Giants fan by default.
You're ruining the point. The point is he's an asshole for liking the Cowboys, okay? Can we agree
The
on
point
that?
is, alright, I'm going to say this, and this is coming from, I guess, Giants fans. The Giants did not deserve the win. Cowboys are doing good. The only thing I could say about the Giants is they had a really good defense, and they did a really good job of keeping the Cowboys back from getting that extra points to put them in the lead. But I do think that for all the Giants fans that are like, oh, fuck yeah, we won. It's like, you won by 1 point. You didn't really win.
Listen,
they do have a good defense, though.
Herm Edwards, said, you play to win the game. They won the game. So good for you guys. Good for the Giants. Woo-hoo.
I mean, let's
But,
talk about
But the QB, that new QB, For the Cowboys, what's his name?
Well, yeah.
Dak
He's
Prescott.
good, yo. He was going out there with people saying that he was gonna, fold under pressure, being the first time, and he fucking killed it.
Yeah, no, he had good short
He killed
passes.
it.
He had some options that they didn't see. He didn't really throw the ball down the field well, but that it's your first game. I'm not gonna say he gets a pass because other starting QBs have gone in and.
But I think Cowboy fans could be a little at ease now.
I mean,
He's not horrible.
227 yards, 45 attempts, 25 completions. He did pretty good.
Yeah.
He did pretty good. I mean,
He didn't do bad. Everyone was thinking he was gonna suck. Yeah.
And Ezekiel Elliott was the other youngster that first regular season NFL game, and he did well. 51 yards and a touchdown. For a while there, the Cowboys.
Honestly, I'm gonna say he totally underperformed. He got that touchdown, that one scramble for whatever it was, 7 or 8 yards to get the touchdown. Looked good, but I don't know. I mean, listen, the Cowboys spent a lot of money on their fucking defensive line.
Yeah.
Okay? So their money showed in that game, but this kid was supposed to come in and be a stud. It's his first game, so I understand that.
But also going up against a revamped Giants defense that they spent a lot of money on.
Their defense is great,
but that's the thing. You can
offense
spend money all you want. That doesn't mean you're going to be a good team. That doesn't mean all the pieces are going to fit. The Yankees for the last how many years have been spending all this money to put these teams together, and since they've won 2 championships since fucking the year 2000, and that was in the year 2000 to count one of them. So, spending money doesn't always mean you have a better team.
Right.
No, but I think what he's saying is the Giants' defense is a good defense. So for him to go out on his first game against wait. No. What he's saying is for him to go out for his first game and versus an at least okay team.
On paper.
He did pretty good.
Yeah.
He did pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you can't expect them to be godly out there.
I mean,
the Cowboys had that.
I'll tell you what, the Giants offense
For a
didn't win
fourth
that.
overall
The
pick
Giants
in a
defense
draft,
won that game.
I expected more than 51 yards and 1 score.
Right. Well, I mean, the Cowboys could have had that game easily with the last drive going down the field. Just mismanagement of the clock. Just kind of destroyed them. And
You know what? All right, Terrence Williams shit the bed.
Yeah.
Dude tried staying in bounds when you have 7 seconds on the clock. You catch the ball, you have 7 seconds on the clock. You run out of bounds. Don't run to the middle of the field because you have all these safeties. In far coverage, you even have cornerbacks because Des Bryant was ahead of you. So you have the corner that was covering him right next to him. You have nowhere to go in the middle of the field. Run out of bounds.
You have to get out of
You
bounds.
have to get out of bounds.
That was a stupid mistake.
But again, there was only 7 seconds left on the clock. That whole drive, Dak Prescott should have been throwing to the sidelines every single pass. There should have been no passes. Almost like 5 of his passes in that last drive were up the middle. So, half of them were dropped. The other half, now you're wasting it down because you're spiking the ball. You have to waste it down by spiking the ball. Twice he did that in that one fucking drive. So, it's mismanagement on his part, and it's completely mismanagement on Terrence Williams' part. They didn't deserve to win the game.
Would you say
they lost the game for themselves.
The
Were
Cowboys?
you disappointed in the Cowboys?
The Cowboys?
I was because they had the opportunity to win the game.
Okay.
You know what? There was that Des Bryant non-touchdown, which, okay, whatever. The ball moved.
That was...
To me, he caught the ball.
Yeah,
but I'm biased.
That looked like a catch.
Yeah, you're biased.
It's such a gray area because you see plays like that happen all the time, and it's really just whatever that day the refs feel is a fucking catch. Because it's
Well, they said the ball technically moved when he hit the ground, so
did.
he didn't have
It
control
did.
of the ball.
But if he holding the ball and the ball doesn't touch the ground the entire time, his hip and his forearm both hit the ground. So now the play is ruled dead, right? So as he's landing the ground, then when his whole body hits the ground, the ball shifts. So some refs might say, okay, his forearm hit the ground. You got to complete it to the ground, they say, which is why it got overturned. But dude didn't drop the ball. The ball doesn't touch the ground. It should be a touchdown. But it is what it is. That's the rules. They lost the game.
All right, so you're disappointed with the Cowboys loss.
I am,
I'm
because-
disappointed too, but not the Cowboys loss. The Jets.